Hi, welcome to Paul's Tackle Reviews. My name's Paul Cresswell, and the purpose of this YouTube channel is to give you some real life reviews of tackle that's been out on the bank, tried and tested by an unbiased, unsponsored angler, and that's me. As I say with all of my reviews, just because something works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but I'll try and give you all the information so you can make your own mind up. So today we're looking at the Preston Supera 4-rod Holdall. This is the 1.9 metre version, so it's the longest one that they do. So we all carry made up rods now. Who wants to be setting up a rod and losing valuable fishing time? I tend to carry a couple of rods made up, maybe 3, and I've also used this to carry made up rods, and I've put a pole and a few top kits in one side as well if I'm travelling light. So 11 years ago I bought a Matrix Ethos 4-rod Holdall, and it was a 1.9 metre again, and that's been a fantastic piece of kit. It's been great, but I think things have moved on. This has got some features that one hasn't. It's also a little bit wider, and I did find the Matrix was a bit tight at times and made things squash together in a way that you maybe don't want to do with some of your tip rods. But it served me well, it's done its bit, and as we say up north, it doesn't owe me anything. So here is the Supera. As I said, it's slightly bigger than the one that I had previously, and it has a hard base, a square base there, that's 24 by 12 centimeters. That also means it's really good for standing it up and leaning it against things, something the other one didn't have, and it would kind of flop and you'd have to lie it down to use it. I think one thing I will say, and I'm not a huge tackle tart, I like my stuff to look good, but this is, in my view, a thing of beauty. I think the colour scheme, the webbing, the way they've done it with the mix of the blue and even the font for the side, I think it's a lovely piece of kit to look at. So what I will say is it's going to be difficult for me to keep bringing it backwards and forwards here, so I'm going to put some photos down this side, close-ups of all the things that I'm going to talk about today. So the first thing I'm going to say is, in addition to being a 4-rod Holdall, it does have this near full length side pocket, and within that it's big enough, and I've just put it in for demo purposes. I put my 16 metre butt section from my main pole, and I've also got one of my landing net handles in there as well. So that's the kind of thing. You could put dolly butts in there. Landing net handles is great. You could probably even get your bait brolly. So what I will say is I wouldn't carry my pole in there probably. It doesn't have any protection as such, but you could put a margin pole in there, and if you're using a barrow and you're putting this on top, there really isn't a lot of risk of damaging a section unless you're clumsy and you drop it or you catch it on something. So that's a really handy addition, is that side pocket there. All the zips are really good, nice quality, not had any problems with them at all, and generally I would describe it as having kind of a leather feel to it. It isn't leather, but that's how it feels. It does feel great, and the water runs off it, but it's not waterproof. You can't get these that are waterproof, but I think if you like face down with the zips down, you minimize the amount of water that's going to get in, and these things, if you open them up when you get back, they dry quick enough anyway. given that kind of leather and that, it's really easy to clean. If you get a bit of mud on, it will be easy just to wipe off. It does have an adjustable strap that's fitted to the back. It isn't a removable strap, not a big issue for me. I've carried it with a strap and it's easy to get it well balanced, and there's also a really good handle on the back with really good stitching, and I think when I've carried that I found it's balanced really well as well. Like I say, there'll be plenty of photos here. So each side has got room for 2 rods in each. You wouldn't get any more than 2, but 2's really comfy. And what it does have is this kind of Velcro attached flap, which then keeps the 2 reels apart. There are little holders halfway up and at the top, so you can strap your rod in to make it more secure. On my last video I looked at the Preston rod bands, and as I use the rod bands I just tend to put the rods in. I don't tend to attach it to there, and that's perfectly fine for me. Down at the bottom there's 2 little pouches, and I only really use the higher one, and this is so you can stagger your rods so your reels aren't butting up against each other. So I've got my 10-foot rod on that side and in the higher pouch, and that sits a little bit higher, and then I've got my 11-foot feeder rod in the lower. In fact, I haven't even got it in the lower, I've just got it in the bottom, and that keeps the reels apart, and that means that it's not bulging when you're carrying it if you had 4 rods in. So both compartments are exactly the same, so it's 4 rods comfortably. As I've said, I've taken my pole and half a dozen top kits and a dolly boat when I've been travelling light, plus a rod. It really is a versatile piece of kit. So these are around £90, and like I say, I've had my last one 11 years. I can see I'm going to get another 10 plus years out of this one as well, so it isn't something you buy that often, therefore it's worth looking around, seeing what's out there. And when I was doing a list of alternatives, the list was huge. Basically every manufacturer does ready rod Holdalls. You need to look at what you want, the price point you want, and any features that they've got. Now, given this one's got the staggering, Velcro inside, the double sides, the handle, the strap, and a proper full-size length side pocket, I don't think I'm missing out on anything. I don't think there's any manufacturers offering anything that this doesn't. This offers as much rigid protection as anybody else's gear, and I think it's a really great piece of kit. Even within Preston, they've got 2 other models. They've got the competition range, similar design, slightly cheaper, and they've also got the World Champion, which I think's more for your bigger reels, your 5, 6, 7,000 size reels, and maybe I think they do a 6 rod version as well. So there's lots out there for you to consider, but I'm giving you the information on this. So what I can do is, if I'm going with this, I might put my margin pole in here, put a few rods in. I then carry my Guru case, the X case. I've done a video on that, and I've got everything there. I'm not actually then needing to carry a rod Holdall, and I've kind of slimmed down to this and a Guru X case, unless I'm taking lots of gear and extensions and lots of top kits, and I don't know where or what I'll be doing when I get there. That's it for today. Hope that's given you some information. If you've got any questions or want any more information, please put a comment below. I always try to get back to people with comments. if you want to put a comment generally, that's great. If you want to give me a like and a thumbs up, that's also great. That also helps spur me on a bit. I've got a lot of videos on my channel now, over 35,000 views. I've got over 500 subscribers, and if you want automatically notifying of future videos, then please subscribe. I tend to do around a video a week, but there's a good back catalogue there for people to look at. I'm going to put up a list there of a few of the videos I've done, some of the more popular ones, and people can go and have a look at those. Most of my videos are between 10 and 20 minutes. Very rare I get over that, and you can see the format. I'm giving you all the information I can about a particular piece of kit. My next video is going to look at the Matrix quad roller. I've had this some time. It's not the roll. If you were buying one roller, this isn't the roller to buy, but it makes a brilliant second roller, either for the very back when you're fishing long, and I find it great for using on venues where you've got to be quite precise shipping back, maybe through a hedge or through trees or whatever, and it's a really great piece of kit. I will do a review of that next week and give you all the information. Until next time, thanks for watching. Tight lines.